Hey, welcome back to another video of H&H Express model and scale trains. In this video we're gonna continue with the lights on top of the layout. So we are really gonna install them. In the last video I showed you how I controlled the light strips over JMRI with the fast clock. And now in this video we're gonna really install it here on this strip and then maybe later over here, so that we can control all the lights on top of the layout. So this worked, so let's see if we can continue that and make it in a bigger picture. So this is the bar where we're gonna put the lights on. White will be here, then we will have red, green and blue, and I will start with the blue as a guideline, and I will go further that way and then solder the wires to it as well. So here for example I have the blue one, but the thing is that the way they are rolled on top of here is that they have the connector already at this end. I can use a connector, then I would need to have a barrel plug to connect the wires to it, but I'm gonna solder the wires. So I'm gonna roll this off and start with the end to put on here, then straighten it, use clips like these to position them, and then install the rest of the LEDs, solder the wires and hook it up to the Arduino. So I rolled it the other way around, so let's check. Where I need to cut it. So it looks that I need to cut it here. So and this can be used on the other section of the layout. So now what I will have to do is I need to scrape off, because there is some rubber flex on here, so that I can solder the wires to these two connectors. So I try to clamp these with those clips, but as you can see it moves a lot, so that's not a solution. So let me temporarily put them on the board with some scotch tape, and let's see if that helps. So it's only temporarily for the solution, and then we'll see how that goes. those are the LED strips, And now we're gonna solder the wires to it. So let me get ready and do that. So everything is wired up, and as you might have seen, the LED strips are working. So what I'm gonna do now, because I need to feed it, I twisted the wires together a little bit, and they will go into that direction over there and drop down, and I will show you an overview of where, but to keep it neat and don't have any too much coloring cables everywhere, I'm gonna put insulation tape around it. So the light bar will be positioned over there, and I drilled a hole here for the cables, and the cables will go behind the shuttle track. So this is the light strip. So we have the warm white, the red, green and blue, and it will be positioned like this. So the warm white is into the middle. So let me do that here. And now you can see the reason why I taped it white, because of the white ceiling here. So let's see if I did it enough. So this one goes back here, and let's find that hole. And one thing what I will do is I will screw that with some cable clips onto the wall, and this one will be positioned over here. So now let's see if the lights are still working. So I have here the cable, you can see it, and let's untwist it. Let's grab the power supply. I know it's a little bit out of reach for you guys, but let me see if it has enough light to lit up the layout.
So this should be the warm light. And it gives plenty of enough lights. This should be blue. Plenty enough. This should be green. Yep, it's green. And the red. That's red. So
next thing, we will wire up the two motor drivers and the rest of the Arduino and test it with the computer. So here is the board. We have the two motor drivers. I have the Arduino Nano. I also have a voltage regulator over here, which brings the voltage a little bit down for the LED strips. I have my JMRI up and running. It's currently on automated settings, and let me rotate a little bit towards the town. So you see that the lights in the town, they are going on and off, and let me rotate up. There you see the light strips. I will add a shield over here so that it is a little bit blocked. And you see the blue light is currently on and the white light is currently on. And at this moment everything is set to automated. And according to the time, it is now almost 11:30 at night. So that's why you see. I will turn off the lights in the room so you have a little bit of a better idea. So during night it's a little bit bluish now, but that's the camera which detects it. And I will set the time when it starts to get daylight. So I set the time that it starts going into a transition at 6 AM. We currently have to wait a few seconds for it. It's now, according to the system, 5:30 in the morning, and the transition will start around 6 o'clock in the morning. So let's wait on that one, and then we will see that the light will change. So it's gonna happen any minute. You see that it starts a little bit red, which means the sun is coming up, and the sun is coming up, and it starts to get brighter and brighter. So this is the morning section. So let me switch the time again. So I set it to 8 o'clock. And the transition will be 20 minutes past 8 to go to full daylight. So let's see how that looks. So you see that it is starting to get brighter and brighter and brighter, which brings it to full daylight here. I know that there is a little bit of a reflection here, but this is the currently the only strip. I think I'm gonna add another strip to it as well, which is a little bit further in the back, so that I get a graduate function. So let me start setting it to the night again. One moment. So I set it to the night scene, and you will see that the light will change. And later on it will be in sync with the city, so Buddytown, and with the village Codyville. So you see that it is going into the night phase, and it's going to get darker and darker and darker, and then you only will have the blue color and a little bit of white, and the rest is off. As mentioned earlier, I can do lightning as well, so let me do that. So I initiated the lightning, so let's see if that works. Yeah, there you see it starts flashing, and this is all with help of Huib Masskant, who designed the sketch, and I modified it so that it can be used in JMRI, and he uses it in LocoNet. So I will hook it up to my main computer, who controls the whole layout, so that it is in sync with the Buddytown and Codyville, so then it really looks very neat, and I will show it during my live streams. So if you liked it, I hope you can see it, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of these videos, please consider to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.